Now, what is interesting is if we get back to the idea that let's go back to what Plato actually said about Atlantis. And if you take at face value, what he's saying, he's 9,000 years before Solon's journey to Egypt, where he heard from the elderly priests the story of Atlantis and the Great War. Okay, so according to the priests, and this date is given 3 times in the dialogues, 3 times, 9,000 years prior to Solon's exile in Egypt, which again, we established the date, gives you 11,600, which correlates with the end of the Younger Dryas, which is now the date officially given for the end of the Pleistocene epoch, which lasted 2.5 million years, in the beginning of the Holocene, which is the climatic period we're in right now, which is now have been in it for 11,600 years. Well, if Plato's taken at face value, what he's describing is a island civilization west of the Pillars of Heracles in the Atlantic Ocean. Now, almost all the details we get about Atlantis come from Plato. Now, we get the commentaries on Crantor by Proclus, which has a few comments about Atlantis. Several others, very obscure, but would lead one to believe that perhaps the sailing distance was 3 to 5 days to the west.